Hello. Good morning, people. Good morning, my friend. Welcome back. Looking nice out here. How's everybody doing today? It is the 7th of November. I'm out back here at the Wissahickon. One of my favorite trails I haven't been to in a while. And man, yeah, I've been a little under the weather lately, guys. Things have gotten a bit busy for me, and I've been dealing with a little bit of something, I don't know, congestion. But good morning to you and welcome. It is a very chilly morning. I'm actually dressed a little bit warmer than normal here in Philadelphia, if you're just joining us. The woods are looking nice right now. I was looking forward to seeing this place because it's got a little bit different selection of trees. And we're coming up on this very nice little bridge, a stone bridge we've seen before. Ah, look at that. It is a nice morning. It is a nice morning. Probably getting on 8 o'clock now. A little later than normal today. Man, there's a lot of sticks and rocks kicking me all over the place. But it is Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. We've had a very eventful week this last week, depending on what you care about. We'll see how that all goes. But yeah, look at this bridge coming up. This is really nice. Very old masonry around here. I don't see any chats yet if you guys are here. I don't know if my phone's still catching up, but no matter. Welcome and good morning to all. We're in the Wissahickon Valley Trail System right now again. And this is the kind of stuff that's kind of scattered all over this trail system. It's a pretty long and varied trail system in Philadelphia. It may or may not be a pipe running through here, like an old sewer system type pipe. It's usually the reason for this kind of thing. Yeah, I kind of see the end of it maybe over there. But yeah, good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome. Of course, you're going to have a little bit of graffiti in a place like this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's got a big cistern or a big, what do you call it, culvert? No longer in use, probably, but running through that area. How's everybody doing this morning? Are you enjoying the view so far? What is Friday looking like for the masses here? Hey, what's up? Good morning and welcome. I can't pronounce your name, but I'm happy you're here. We're in Philadelphia right now. What's up, Ali Akbar Tatar? Got something in here. We got a little creature running around in here. Oh, there you are. All the chipmunks are still out. I think it's going to be getting too cold for them soon. Very soon. It is very cold this morning. We got here. Come on now. Good morning, everybody. Pretty busy out here today. There's a lot of cars parked at the head of the trail. We're going to take a little route here, probably about an hour, as usual. And this is the Mudslinger channel. I've been a little bit under the weather lately, so I usually try to do a hike every day, but between work and everything else, it's just been a little rough. So, trying to get back in the swing of things. Still sick, technically, but I will overcome. Oh, should I go this way or should I go this way? They're both probably really nice. We'll stick to the water. Coming up along the Wissahickon Creek here. That's a pretty cool open rock face there. You can see all of the layers. The lava flow pattern. And here we are. This is the Wissahickon Creek. It runs for many miles. It has some pretty good trails all alongside of it. The leaves are a little behind changing this year, but they are catching up and doing just fine. They're becoming very beautiful. It's a good time of morning to come out here for the sounds. The birds are still waking up, especially because of the temperature. Hey, there's a blue jay. There's a blue jay. Hey, Teresa Walker, welcome. Good morning to you. Happy Friday. Virginia, yeah, you got me beat for beautiful leaves, I'm sure. But yeah, there's a lot of cool spots in Pennsylvania. Philadelphia in particular doesn't usually get a lot of attention for its nature, but there's some nice stuff out here. But how's life in Virginia? Are you a homesteader? There's a nice path along the other side of this. We've been there before. We've been all around here before. You know, I actually kind of like that direction, but we'll see. Good morning, Namvi. How are you? How are you this morning? I don't know what the temperature's like where you are, but it's pretty chilly here. I think it's still around 40. Probably on this side of the mountain, for sure. You can see the leaves are fully turned and they're now pretty close to all just falling off. I think in the next couple of weeks, this will all be very gray. So it's a good time to get it in now. So I like to go on about a 1 hour hike every day on this channel. I go to different parts of Philadelphia, so tap the like button if you don't mind. You know, tap, 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 tap. Anybody have a Wawa where you are? It's not exclusive to Pennsylvania, but it's not as common as other places like 7-Eleven. Have a nice view here. I forgot how much I miss being out here. I always say that. Whenever I go a few days without hiking in the woods these days, I end up feeling very bottled up and very anxious. And then I just go on a nice long hike. And that usually helps. Been doing that for some time now. Like Northern Virginia, 40 minutes away from Blue Ridge Mountains. Oh, that's nice. I hiked a little bit on the Blue Ridge Mountain when I was doing the Appalachian Trail. But I know, probably not near where you were. But I know they're pretty long, pretty expensive. Staring down the barrel of that tree. Look at that. I'm gonna have to get some gloves soon to hold this camera gimbal. My hand's kind of white knuckling and getting colder than normal. You know, when you hold stuff when it's cold outside, and it makes your hand more cold. This is kind of nice. Let's spend a moment over here. Hey, good morning, Vicky Durham. I remember you. Welcome back. Welcome back to you. We're out here on the Wissahickon. I don't want to get... I might not get too close here. Yeah, I'll get a little closer. I never know with these leaves on the ground sometimes. They can be pretty treacherous, even though they're beautiful. Hey, some geese. Look at this. Found some geese. We're the hunters stalking our prey here. Front and Royal Shenandoah National Park entrance. I bet that was a nice place to live. I have not been there. I have not been there. All your buddies have already flown out. You're lacking. You're slacking. Oh, some ducks over there too. See, ducks and geese can coexist. That looks pretty over there. If I can get over there. Well, I could get over there. Maybe we can loop around on one of the bridges. It's pretty nice though. So Vicky, how's your Friday looking? Are you off today? Are you off forever? Or are you getting ready for the slog? Or maybe it's like noon where you are, I don't know. Ooh man, those mushrooms have gotten toe up from the flow up. Probably chicken of the woods that have been eaten and frozen and eaten and baited. There's a true American pastime. Oh boy, I'm gonna grab my silly little guy here. It's 16 a.m. Okay, so yeah, most people in the U.S. are behind my clock. Let's see. Oh yeah. So okay, I thought it was later than it was. I was kind of operating on getting a late start today. I cannot get over whatever this is. I've been literally laying in bed for, well, as much as I can. I still have to work, but I just get home and I just want to just collapse and zonk right out. I fell asleep at 7:30 yesterday. I did not want to get out of bed this morning, but feeling a little better. This is a quite wet area here. If you're just joining us, we're out here in the Wissahickon Woods in Philadelphia. It is a crisp and cool 40-degree morning. It's kind of nice. A little low accessible rock face, tree growing on top of it. These guys still seem like they're doing pretty well in this temperature. They do not seem very affected. Whatever the opposite of a perennial is. Immortal God tree. Oh, no kidding. You know, Vicky, that's actually a great point. I wonder if my carefully controlled microprocessing computer unit in my brain got totally screwed up with the time change. I don't think so. There's a couple other reasons. I could be sick. But temperature could be one of them. Yeah, I don't know. I was in a couple of dusty environments and for a few days of work recently. Supposed to be going out and doing some house painting today for a guy that I work for sometimes. Just doing some final touch up before winter. It's kind of horrible, you know, in this temperature the paint doesn't stick very well, doesn't cure quite right, so I don't expect any kind of work done in this temperature to turn out very well at the end of the day, but gotta get it done, so I only have a small window to jump on it. And they're still gonna pay for it. Man, and these are like some really up there clients. Very, very, very wealthy people. That looks like a very tempting rock to walk on. You know, I didn't connect my extra 5G router this morning. We'll see if it holds up. I'm only using the Wi-Fi from my phone. Or not the Wi-Fi, the 5G. You know how it is. Hey, good morning, Daniel, man. How are you doing? Happy Friday. I'm finally getting back out. I've been a little bit sick lately. Haven't wanted to do anything. It was, not gonna lie, it was pretty bad for a couple days, but the worst is over. I'm still kind of feeling it. But I managed to peel myself out of bed this morning and get back out here. How you doing, Daniel? Sleep. I'm on a schedule of waking up at 5:30, so I guess that means that for a few days I've been waking up at 4:30. which, you know, I was already very pushing it, you know, as far as keeping balance and sleep and work. I like to get up earlier, so I usually go to bed earlier. Somebody's missing some article of clothing there. This is a nice color, orange though. What do they call that? Auburn? I've heard a long time ago, somewhere in the back of my mind, I think brown doesn't exist, or orange doesn't exist. There's some crazy YouTube video about it. How brown, or I think it's brown. I think brown doesn't exist. Whatever the fuck that means. Well, I see brown though, I see it. Something about the color spectrum. And I don't know. Don't get me to lying. Don't shoot the messenger. Brown doesn't exist, sorry. I don't make the rules. Yeah, these are very nice. These are nice, and they're looking tip-top shape now that fall is here. Been to these woods many times with our journey here, our daily walks, but not since the leaves changed. And so it's a little bit of a treat for me as well. Speaking of talking to the forest spirit, I've been thinking about looking into microdosing psilocybin. I have a friend who has a guy that makes nootropic blends of mushroom capsules. He makes capsules out of nootropic blends of high quality mushroom extracts, as well as a small microdose of psilocybin. And he swears by it, so I'm going to be looking into that. Make sure that I know what I'm getting into first. But I might give it a try. He said he could hook me up with a free sample pack or something. See how I like it. I, of course, have done psilocybin mushrooms in the past. Recreationally, could be assisted by slight perspective changes from a small dose of psilocybin. We shall see. I don't know if anyone's ever experimented with that besides recreationally. I really like the idea of not noticing the effect, you know, having it be so gentle and so slight that I barely notice it. I'd view of it right there real quick. But we'll go ahead and walk through it. Hopefully it's not too bad of a Faraday cage for cutting out my signal. Yeah, but this is pretty cool. This has been like a staple of the Wissahickon Woods for a while. A lot of people come to see this bridge. It's kind of small, but the placement's really good. It actually goes, instead of being like a bridge, it actually kind of reaches up and connects a lower area to a higher area. So it's a bridge, but it's also like a big elevation change. See, so we just came through there. I'm sure I lost some signal in there. That's just physics, baby. Maybe I should have put my 5G signal outside of the bridge. Yeah, here you go. By Jody Pinto. Okay, so 1987. Actually, that's the year I was born. Okay. October 1987. Well, you know, technically 87. Pretty cool. Finger span. Yeah, so I can continue on this path, and I think I can go up slightly higher and get my nice view of the creek right here. Very quiet right now. I know I can scramble up that hill if I wanted to. And maybe a better opportunity to get up there than any other so far. Maybe we'll go ahead and do that. It'll be a little bit of a steep one, but I think it looks manageable. Might be a couple of slide outs under my feet, but we'll see. There. Good rock there. Nice root right here. There's good rock. Whew. All right, it's steeper than it looks on camera. But I know it connects to another trail over here. So I just didn't want to go low. It keeps feeding me lower and lower. Yeah. As predicted. Here's my trail. That's a nice little mix of colors over there. Ooh, butt. Butt, big butt. I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. Hey, Deborah, good morning. We're in Philadelphia on the Wissahickon Creek Trail. I just scrambled up a hill and I'm a little bit under the weather, so I'm trying to very silently recover from my panting. But yeah, welcome. I do a little hike every morning when possible. I've been sick for the last couple of days, but today's the first day I felt like coming out. There's a lot of beautiful trails around northeast Philadelphia, so that's what I'm usually walking on. The Wissahickon trail system has many on its own, but there are other ones as well. And there's lots of cool places around Pennsylvania too. But yeah, it's been a rough last few days. I've had to continue working regardless of being sick. So it's just been rough. I've been sleeping as much as possible. So are you a fan? Deborah? Are you a fan of the fall nature or nature in general? Is that why the algorithm brought you to me? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hey, good morning, Cam. How are you doing, man? Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a little while. I've been under the weather, but getting better. Not 100%, but getting better. I haven't felt like doing anything. Not at all. Ooh, we got some nice sun coming up through the trees there. Nice. Probably sitting around 8:30, 8:45 now. Something like that. Everybody, please take a moment. If you wouldn't mind, take a moment and double tap that screen for me. We're still only about 25 minutes into the walk. I'm back in action after a while. Hey, thanks, man. And if you want to see more daily walks in Pennsylvania, give me a sub. Do it. But yeah, we're gonna get back on here. I'm still finishing my nice warm coffee, having my morning. Hope everyone else is having a great morning. It is the final day of the week for many. But for some, it is just another day. And I am in the latter, not the former. I do like to save weekends. But I like to save them so that I can do work for people that I've been putting off. So when I think of a weekend, I think of it as a very valuable couple days where I can get some more work done. So, especially right now, I have some catching up to do. But my mornings are my own, and that is what I am doing. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Oh, you gotta know you did not get a dusting of snow overnight. Oh, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. No, I can feel, it was particularly frigid this morning. It was like, I want to say it was in the 30s, like maybe 30, 35 degrees. In the peak of the cold, it was 35. So it's up to somewhere, it's probably up to 40 something right now, 42, 45. It's still cold, but I don't notice because I've been hiking for a while. And I have many layers on. Say please, huisos. Please, huisos. Huisos. What am I saying? Am I casting a spell right now? Is that what you made me do? Am I cursing people? That's okay. I'll do it. I don't care. Huisos. Am I saying it right? No matter. I'm not busting out the Google Translate right now. I could, but I'm not. I could, but I'm not. They added a new feature to my streaming software, which is kind of funny. Oh, what now? That's not the feature. The phone going crazy is not the feature. No, I can do like a playlist. I can do like a picture playlist. Like basically just what do you call it? Like a slideshow. Like after all this time, they added a slideshow feature. They can make it change like every 5 seconds or every 2 seconds or whatever. This is just some pictures that I threw together from the other day at Fort Washington State Park, which I want to go back to. That was really awesome, by the way. Some of those are from Centralia recently. But anyway, I just threw some pictures in there for fun. I can probably utilize it to do something cool. That's Centralia, by the way. That's an overshot of Centralia from the high hill. The abandoned ghost town. That was pretty cool. I did a few live streams there. Yes, I can't get out so much, so I have to borrow you all. yeah. Well, hop on my back. I'll be like your own personal digital Sherpa. Okay. Maybe that would be a good channel name. Maybe I'll change to Digital Sherpa. Mudslinger Sherpa. I don't know. I'm just fucking around. I like the concept of a Sherpa though. All the I'm sure it was very noble at some point in history, or maybe it wasn't. But now whenever I think of Sherpa, I just see like a rich, like some sort of rich jet-setting dude, climbing Mount Everest while like the dude behind him slugs all of his gear behind him. I guess they're kind of guides too, depending on where you go. There's a squirrel hiding on that tree. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. He was just perched up on this little thing. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. You don't have to run. You're very safe. You never know, guys. Maybe one of these days I'll join the ranks of the hundreds of people that have climbed Mount Everest. Thousands of people. I've heard that there's like a line. There's often a line at the top of Mount Everest to be like the next person to go on the summit and take pictures of yourself. I seem to remember a time where it was a major achievement, but now it just kind of seems like a big roller coaster that you wait in line for. I'm sure it's still very difficult. I'm not saying it's not difficult, but it has been sullied. It has been sullied to a degree, I would say. Oh man, these people got this leaf blower going somewhere. What a gyp. What a gyp. Oh, we're gonna walk on top of that big culvert that I was talking about before. I'll show you what I'm talking about. What's up, puppy? How you? Hi, how you doing? What's up, lovely? How are you? Hi, how you doing? Oh, hello. Oh, hello. I thought he was just a wandering woods dog.
Oh, no.
How's it going? Hey, I got some puppy time in. It doesn't get much better than that. It don't get much better than this, as Gambit would say. Smash that like button, people. Smash that like button. Subscribe. You know what to do. Follow everybody else. Look, they're all going up to the sky. They all liked the video and they ascended immediately to the heavens. Look, see, there they go again. That's the ascension right there. Thank you, Cal. Yeah, so this is that culvert I was talking about. There's miles and miles of this underground brick piping. I think it was a sewer or maybe like an overflow from the creek. It just runs all the way across. Maybe it's an aqueduct actually. It's running to Devil's Pool. I don't know, but it's definitely big enough for me to go inside if I could ever find the entrance. It's still on my to-do list is to find the Ninja Turtles inside that pipe. And I'll get there. Do I miss trying to talk to French people? I really do, actually. I'm very, it feels like, I don't know if this is kind of a common vacation thing, I guess, but it feels like a dream. Me being in Canada, I don't travel that much, so it just feels like I slept and it all like went away. But I still remember it fondly, and I have all these video records to prove that I was there and to remind myself what I did. So that is one major win for having a YouTube channel, that you can get to remember the things that you did. No, but I sadly did not learn enough French, and the next time I go to Canada, I'm going to try to go to Ontario and go and just head eastwards, so I can talk to some real mountain men and some real mountain folk, you know. Learn what it is to be a man in eastern Canada. I'm sure you may have some disagreements there. I don't know. Very beautiful though. Canada, the woodlands of Canada, very beautiful. Definitely, I would say a little bit above the level of stuff around me right now. But I can't speak too badly of Pennsylvania because a lot of it's the same mountain, just farther away. And also, there's a lot of really beautiful stuff. I just came back from coal country. I went to go see Centralia. You should check out those videos. Hey, good morning, Melissa. Good morning, my friend. How are you? How are you? I haven't missed Melody, have I? I didn't see her yet. I've been, Melissa, I've been a little bit under the weather lately. Sorry I haven't been around. But today's the first day I was able to barely drag myself out here to just kind of shove myself over the hill and get back on streaming. But welcome. It's good to see you. We're out here in the Wissahickon again, and a trail we've been to a lot, but we haven't been here since the leaves have changed and started falling. How are you doing, Melissa? Are you? Oh, hey, thank you. Yeah, thank you. They are. Oh, I'm glad you liked them. I did them all myself. Thank you. Thank you for noticing. The colors are beautiful. Took a lot of effort. Took me decades. I guess we're kind of getting away from that noise finally. Thank goodness. Best day ever so far. Glad to see you. Wondered about you. Yes. Well, I was wondering about you too. I didn't expect you to make a YouTube channel to show me what you're up to. But no, I'm glad you seem in good spirits. And I'm getting there. I'm not quite there yet. I've got a lot of work coming up. So I'm gonna have to keep my mornings going, you know, so I don't fall out of the habit. But I'm happy that you're all here this morning. Thank you for hanging out with me so far. We are coming up to that place that I was at night one time, where I thought there was going to be like an evil monster behind that tree, some sort of woodland spirit demon. Didn't actually happen though. Let's see if he's here though. Nope, nobody back there. That's okay. I'm gonna go down the normal way this time. Just go ahead and take the trail. Yeah, we've seen a lot of tree fall down here so far. There's been some more soldiers that fell. That's an interesting tree. Looks like it's had a long and storied life. Oh man. I'm getting to a little painting gig this morning. The same guy that I travel to the Bahamas with, the guy who brings workers out there to do work on these fancy ass houses. I'm doing some more work for him today. I like to keep in touch with him. He's a good guy. He's very, very down to earth, very understanding. Lives on his own schedule. You know, has more work than he can ever handle. Something to look up to. Man, this is a really nice scene. Look at this. Just perfect. Hey, good morning, Ducky. How are you? Yes, and I concur. I second that notion. Everybody go to subscribe to Life of Ducky and Petri, because her dogs are exquisite. Her dogs are exquisite. You can tell them I said that too. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, there's all those water bottles whoever the hell it was dumped back there. Loser. Funny if he was standing right there dumping water bottles. I can't help it. It's a disease. It looks like some sort of sacrificial point where you would like cut out the heart and kick the body over the edge, right? Right here. A nice V shape. But at the bottom, trash. Just a big dump. Stop dumping, dumper. And there's more bottles. Like, if you look out farther, you can see more trash out in the distance. Sucks. I mean, I could understand like beer cans, but large quantities of water? I don't get it. I don't get it. I would hate to have to rake all those leaves. Yeah, well, I guess that kind of explains the super powerful leaf blowers that I've been hearing all morning. But again, you know, they got to go somewhere. You can blow them off that hill. Cover up all those water bottles. See? I like to solve problems. Got a nice descent here. He's a nice pink and yellow faded. It's got a nice gradient. People say this plant has a nice gradient. People say that. Oh, here's another one. Another one of those. Oh, this is actually the bridge. Okay, this is the bridge that we walked over earlier. And you can see this. This just continues. This is the same pipe that I was just walking on. It just continues on and on and on and on and on. This is the bridge with the graffiti that we passed on early on. I don't know if we got a good view of some doggies. Come on, Bessie. Really cool up here. Lots of ivy. Yeah, you can see this is a pipe though. This is a big empty pipe. Leaf them. They leaf nutrients after they kill the grass. Yeah. That's true. And they become the food. And the antelope eat the grass. And we become the grass. So it's all equal. This is definitely a way down, man. But we're not going to go down yet. We're going to keep going. I hear a quite loud individual who's very enthusiastic about whatever they're talking about. I think we're going to be treated to that very soon. Although maybe not. Maybe they're far away and I can just hear them. Let's go find them. I bet if I go this way, I'll catch up with them. There's like a switchback going on here. Yo, steak and cheese, what up? What up, my friend? We're back out in the woods, man. How you doing? I've been a little sick lately. I haven't been making streams. Oh, there's a squirrel. Whew. How's life been, steak and cheese? Steak and cheese, you said you're around Maine, right? If I remember correctly. You're not like in Philly. Your name always throws me off because I think of Philly cheesesteak. But you're the one who I almost like played with the idea of maybe going to say hi to when I was in Maine. Yeah. And I would have been open to it. I know it may have been a little strange since you just started on my channel. And we all know what happens when you get involved too early with people on YouTube, right? Right, everybody? We've all learned our lessons from that, right? Oh, you used to live in Philly. Okay, cool. Oh, that's some horse shit right there. That is some horse shit, people. God damn. Bunch of horse shit out here. No, it would have been cool. I just, you know, I'm up for anything. I just, I was thinking about it. I was like, is that weird? Is that a bad idea? Is that a good idea? I say sometimes I feel like I've aged like 10 years since I've been experimenting around on YouTube. Just doing nothing. Doing a bunch of nothing has aged me like 10 years mentally. Everything I ever thought was a good idea is now a bad idea. And everything sucks and everything's hard. So you just have to keep going, right? No, it's not that big a deal. It's only as big of a deal as you make it. But I tend to make things a big deal. That is my gift and my curse. Proceed with caution, right? And maybe some of those COVID era measures where everyone's behind like a half an inch of plexiglass, at least at first, right? Look at all these mushrooms. It's a mushroom apocalypse here, people. kind of cool. Look at those nice reds going on there. I'm sure that's part of their dyeing, but still fun, still pretty to look at. I almost feel like I'm outside at the beach or something, and it's like clamshells. They have that kind of aesthetic. They're called clams of the woods. Clams of the woods, I believe, is what they're called. I'm sure Beans will show up right now. You're like, actually, those are called Australia prolificus, or oysters of the woods. Mushroom farm. It is. Maybe somebody planted all that. Maybe somebody inoculated that. Inoculated. Oh, this is a nice straightaway. This is a very generic view right here. It's pretty, but it's very, very generic. You could ask AI to make that picture right there. Although there's some good lens flare coming through the camera, actually. Hey, good morning, Lukeland. How are you? Good to see you. Happy Friday as well from me. I said it first. It was me. Happy Friday to all, and to all a good Saturday. Yeah, we're back out here. Lukeland, I've been under the weather for a couple days with a very strange kind of illness. I don't know, just light congestion, but more of just like a fatigue, like a heavy fatigue. I just haven't been able to lift a finger to do anything important, except for like drag myself to work. So I'm coming out of it. This walk is helping, but getting here was the problem. But now that I'm here, I feel like I'm on the upswing. Endorphins and whatnot. Endorphins, you know. Endorphins right there. It's all about endorphins. Fry, man. Hey, steak and cheese. That's awesome. You know, steak and cheese. I didn't turn on my extra 5G today, so maybe I don't need it as much as I think. I think it really helps. Like it helps when it's needed. You know, like I don't think it really lets me increase my camera quality too much, but when it would have otherwise dropped out, I think it really comes in handy. But we'll see. So, and as you guys know, I still get loops and footage and lose footage and lose data signal even when I have both 5G going. So it's a good tool. It's a good tool, and I'll definitely turn it on if I'm ever going somewhere that I haven't been before. Hey, morning. He gave me the bell. There's something going around. Take care of this properly. I hope so. But yeah, I know. It is. It's the season. It's the time. It's precisely the time. And somebody else brought up it might even be the what do you call it, the daylight savings time. I remember hearing about that back when we were having a debate whether we were gonna kill daylight savings. Oh, that's so nice. Look at that. Look at that sun coming through the pink. So nice. It's so nice. That's so nice. This is so nice. I think one of the arguments against daylight savings was that it causes like a lot of mental illness and sickness. Have you guys ever heard that? Like it's just been a thing for a long time. Mental illness because of, I don't know, if people were barely hanging on, then daylight savings comes along and like wrecks them. Oh, and probably the same could be said for the sickness part. Just people that were already on the edge of being healthy, maybe lost a little more sleep and then immediately got sick. There's some crazy like Freakonomics data about it. Wow, that's a really pink tree. Look at this. We're going pink, baby. We're going all pink here. That is really nice. That is really nice to look at. Very pink. Very pink. Light. Oh yeah, and light deprivation. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Steak and cheese. That sounds like some Joe Rogan propaganda shit. That sounds like misinformation. What are you saying, that the light is good for you? What are you on, that horse paste? You on that horse paste, motherfucker? What do you think? What do you think? Vitamin D is good for you too? Freaking conspiracy theorist. God damn it. I didn't know I had a conspiracy theorist on my channel. Fucking horse paste, motherfucker. Yes. All right. Oh, what was I just? I was just talking to somebody. I got a question for you guys. How do you guys feel about, and what do you know about the sovereign citizen movement? I only ever got involved, not involved, I only ever brushed up against it in like some YouTube videos where they talk about like auditing the police and stuff like that. There's always a bunch of people in the comment section who are sovereign citizens, people talking about like the right to travel and what that does, like what that means. Like people legitimately think that you can drive a car. Hey, what's up, smart boy? Welcome, man. How you doing? People legitimately think that you can like drive a car. Good morning, guys. Without a license, without registration, without insurance. Like they think it's like a human right because there was some part of the Constitution or an amendment about the right to travel freely, and so they take that to mean that you're allowed to drive a car without a license or registration or anything. You can find videos all over the place. But I just got into an argument with a guy about it, and you know they legitimately think that that pulling people over for not having a license plate is illegal. And I went ahead and researched it a little bit for the argument, because I have to win the argument. And yeah, of course that's not true at all whatsoever. Supreme Court has consistently ruled against all these people. Yeah, exactly, dude. Steak and cheese. That's exactly. I thought that. I thought. You know what this feels like? This feels like I'm arguing with a flat earther. Like they're like like the flat earthers of the legal world. The sovereign citizens. And I mean, I don't disagree with everything that they say, but they just. Oh, look at this, like flaming leaf. It looks like it's on fire. That's amazing. I love it. It's also kind of deteriorating, so I gotta get a picture of that. Actually, that's like a very nice looking leaf. Sorry, guys. Wait, who blocked you? Who got blocked? Anybody? Never would I block you. Melissa was right. She unblocked me. Huh. Hi, smart. How are you? I thought you said I was dyslexic. I thought you said hi. How smart are you? Oh. Smart boy, after 23 times, you have to consider that maybe you're the problem, okay? All right, let me take a quick picture of this, guys. It must be done. It must be done. It's just an unforgettable leaf here. The flaming leaf of justice. All right. People don't understand something and can't comprehend. You can't comprehend that others can't. Yeah, well, and I was having this argument with that person, and I always assume people are smarter than maybe they are. And so like I always assume, that saying that's like always assume incompetence before you assume maliciousness. Well, like I always do the opposite. I always assume people are smarter than they are and that they're just lying, it's worked out for me. It's worked out better for me that way. I always assume people are lying. It just motivates me more to prove them wrong, And then I find out afterwards that maybe they were just a little bit dumb or ignorant, But yeah, it's just like there's no question about it whether or not you can legally get pulled over for having a license and not displaying your license plate. The driver's license. The license plate is required, and the Supreme Court has ruled that states can regulate public roadways however they see fit to ensure public safety. It's been ruled by the Supreme Court several times, so it's legal. And as far as reasonable suspicion goes, not displaying your license plate is reasonable suspicion that you're trying to conceal something that would otherwise be known by running your license plate, So there's no question about it, but the guy had no arguments. He had no answers. He kept obfuscating until he just stopped responding. So I don't know. Like I've always watched those videos about sovereign citizens, like in court. They're kind of funny. You can watch people try to make sovereign citizen arguments in court. In a perfect world, their views would be yes, exactly. In a perfect world, like everybody goes out of their way to learn how to maintain their vehicle and diagnose their vehicle and make sure that their vehicle is perfectly safe and roadworthy and not going to kill anybody. Yeah, if everybody were able to do that before they took their car on the road, then yeah, we wouldn't need these silly things like registration, inspection, and insurance. Yeah, we wouldn't need those silly, oppressive government tools. If everybody just drove responsibly and just said, "Oh no, after you." Oh shit, am I frozen? My camera's frozen. Holy shit. I mean, I don't know if my camera was frozen for you, but my camera was frozen for me. It's cheaper to buy plates, license, insurance. Yeah, well, tell me about it, Melissa. Okay. So some of you who know me might be saying, but Noah, we know for a fact that you've constantly tried to get around doing all of those things, and you're right, and I have, and I've learned my lesson many times, and it's a very expensive lesson every time, and I believe in the theory behind public safety regulations when it comes to public roadways. I'm not trying to say that they're oppressive. I mean, they could be cheaper for sure. Everything could be cheaper and better and easier. They're definitely skimming some off the top, trying to, because they have this captive audience of people that must comply. So they make it as expensive as they possibly can without looking too obscene. But that aside, I still believe in the concept of it. And I think things are better with them in place than without them. I mean, you guys saw during COVID, right? No, I know. No. That was a jab at myself. I was jabbing myself. Figuratively, not literally. I would never literally jab myself. But I was jabbing myself figuratively. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. So anyway, I'm not gonna say like there should be no public safety regulations. It is illegal to pull somebody over for not having a license plate displayed. It is an illegal traffic stop. They have no right whatsoever. Like, okay, what's the plan then? What's the plan then? Yeah, but you just assume that everyone's following the rules. But it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. I mean, if you want to change the law, change the law. But don't go around spouting how it's illegal. The guy was just spouting a bunch of opinions as if they were facts. And he was getting very mad that he was being called out for that. So that was my waste of time on the internet. That probably cost me somewhere between a half an hour and an hour arguing with somebody. But I learned about how the court treats sovereign citizen people. Most of their arguments are considered frivolous and never go anywhere. I don't think they've ever used any of their arguments to successfully win a case, from what I was able to find. Specifically, I Googled, has a sovereign citizen ever won a court case with their arguments? And the answer was pretty clearly no, not even close. So, yeah. Have teenage girls driving around and want everyone to be regulated. Yeah. But he was also trying to make an ethical argument, like it's unethical. I knew he was saying I'm making a legal and an ethical argument. And I was like, okay, well, I am assuming that when I destroy your legal argument, you're going to fall back pretty hard on that ethical argument, right? But there's no ethical argument there either. I think a big problem with the sovereign citizen people is that they're antisocial, like, and that's me saying that. That's me saying that. I think that they're antisocial. They have a very selfish view. Their view doesn't extend outside their own rights, So like they see things like driving regulations as like, well, I don't want to participate in that. So, which I get. I get the idea. I get the feeling. But like everybody else who is participating in that is operating under the assumption that at least most of the cars around them have been inspected and are roadworthy to like the bare minimum degree of inspection, Whew. So if you're not complying with that, if you're not participating in that, you're actually lying to everybody that's around you. You're lying to people that are around you that are expecting that you are complying, and you're putting them at risk, whether or not your car is in bad shape or not. You know, you can't. The exception can't prove the rule. Like you can be the best mechanic in the world, and you can make sure your car is perfect. It doesn't disprove my point. The average person, you know, if you're not participating in that, you are technically putting some people at a degree of risk, and you're being dishonest. So it has to be ethical to have enforcement to find out about your dishonesty, because this dishonesty is unethical. So enforcing honesty has to be ethical. So that's my argument. I'd be happy to have it dashed by some brilliant thought, but that's just where I'm at on that so far. I don't want my property taxes to go up $800 this year, but we are. Yeah. Well, I'm not even there yet. They're also the same people that tell you not to pay taxes. That one never works out. Yeah. Well. Yeah. No comment on that. I don't make enough right now. When the tax man comes calling for me, okay. When the tax man comes in knocking, I'm gonna owe like $3,000. So I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, I gotta get on my shit too. I didn't have to worry about it. I didn't used to have to worry about it, you know. I was never self-employed for the longest time, so I'm still kind of figuring out my system there. The system is pay your taxes. No. I need to figure out my system, whatever my system is. No, but yeah, for sure. I don't advocate for not paying it either. You can do things and not advocate that it's the right thing to do. I wasn't born to be a taxpayer. It's just not in my DNA. I wasn't born that way. I was born for greater things than paying taxes. Just joking. No, I know what you're saying. Yep. Oh, look at that. We've reached our hour, and we're heading back in the right direction. So we'll get to the end of this trail. That is very good. Thanks to all for hanging out with me this morning. It turned out to be a nice morning. I was in a pretty bad slump when I started. Maybe it's just the coffee as well. That always helps. But I think I'm gonna have to skip the going home and showering again part. I'm gonna be working outside today, up on a ladder on the side of a house. So I think I'm pretty safe from offending anybody with any smells that I might be carrying around. Where is Sammy today, huh? Yeah, where's Sammy? Where's Melody? I need to check in on Melody. I've been sick myself, but I think she was still a little bit sick. I need to check up on her because she may have had some serious complications. So if you do see her around, tell her I said hi, and I'll check on her myself as well. But here we are. Let's go look at the frog pond real quick, because it's always good to look at the frog pond, even though there's probably no frogs right now. Frozen frogs, you know. I've never been self-employed. I wish I was at times, for sure. Yeah, steak and cheese. I mean, I've talked about it before on the channel. It's a double-edged sword, for sure, especially when you're just trying to figure it out and get started living like that. It depends on who you are, you know. Depends on how self-motivated you are. It's really easy to just be like, oh, I got a lot of money from this job. I'm just done for a long time now. And so yeah, you gotta have some kind of push to push yourself and keep going if you are gonna do something. Try something like that. Here's the frog pond. And I mean, I haven't mastered it. I haven't mastered it by any means. And in fact, the better I get at it, the more money I make per job, and the more likely I am to want to take a break, you know? So it's a double-edged sword with other double-edged swords all over it. And this is the frog pond, people. This is the frog pond. Did she show up? She's not here yet. Well, I'll check in on her. I do not know. We have been here. We have been here before. We have been to the frog pond. You guys, I have to get out of here. I have to go get my day started at my other job. So thanks for coming along. It's warmed up a lot. It's not as freezing anymore. Maybe because you guys just warmed my heart. You never know. But stay tuned. I will be back soon. And I'll send the well wishes over to Melody as well. You guys have a good one too. Steak and cheese. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the laughs, everybody. Thanks for the laughs. Thanks for the tears. Thanks for all the years. Something. All right. Hey. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow at the very least. All right. I might try to be doing some nighttime stuff soon. But just to be determined. But I'll see you at least tomorrow morning. Cam. Yeah. Thank you. 3-point contact on the ladder. Yeah, it's really weird. I'm pushing my ladder up against all these roots that have like overgrown the side of the house. So they're very like stable. Like you can lock the ladder into these roots. But it's not going to be like that everywhere. So. All right. Have a great day, people. I love you all. See you tomorrow. See you on the next one. Bye-bye, Ducky. Bye-bye, Cam. Bye, Melissa. Bye, Julian. Bye, Steak and Cheese. Bye, Smart Boy, and everyone else. Bye, Melissa. Yeah, everyone else that I forgot. Like and subscribe. Till we meet again.